Hello all my law school friends and welcome back to another video. Now today, as you guys can see, everything is looking rather very vibrant. So what in the world is going on here? Now if you guys have been playing Minecraft for an extremely long time, then you actually know what these textures are. Because these are the original textures from Minecraft from a very long time ago, back in the alpha days of the game and even beta days. So we have ourselves a lot of vibrant grass, we have some really vibrant leaves, and plus we have ourselves a special little guest, which is known as, that's right, the rose. The rose is back, guys. So with the nostalgia pack, you can actually get yourself a bunch of these awesome textures from the very old days of Minecraft, including the original gravel texture. So we're going to be taking a look at that in today's video. So if you can, please drop today's video a like, to be much appreciated, and let's begin. So first off, we're going to be starting with the very ugliest block in the game, and that is gravel. Yep, look at that, guys. Yep, IBX Toy Cat's worst enemy has returned. Look at this. This is actually the most ugliest texture that I've ever seen. Can you guys imagine if that was still in Minecraft today? So as we go flying around here, we may actually get lucky and find gravel, or maybe we won't find gravel. It just all depends, or unless we go down to a cave, we might find gravel. Which, did we just find gravel? Okay, there's gravel right here. So this is a very ugly block, and I never really did like it back when I first saw it. Of course, I wouldn't play Minecraft when it was still around. But when I first saw the texture, I was like, I am so glad it does not look like that. But moving on, we have ourselves some very cool blocks. Now these are the material blocks. So we have the lapis lazuli block. Now before lapis lazuli got its own special texture, this is what it looked like before. That's right, it's pretty much just a bland texture. Now can you imagine building a wall out of this? I think it might actually be a really cool little idea to like have this texture pack and then try to build whatever you can with the old textures. Now that would have actually made a really great wall, don't you guys think? I actually really do like that. Plus it kind of looks like a type of ocean wall. Can you imagine that inside your ocean base? That'd be amazing. But moving on, we have ourselves some very strange textures for the block of diamond, the block of gold, and the block of iron. Now these are what the textures used to look like. It used to have a very strange type of gradient. So on the top, it was our normal texture that we all know and love today. But look on the bottom, it looks completely different. It's a lot darker. But also, this was the original iron block. And to me, I think there's actually a better texture for the iron block than the one that we have right now. Because the one that we have right now, I don't really like it because there's too many lines in it. And to me, it just doesn't make a really good block. And then moving on, we have ourselves the original cobblestone texture. So yeah, this was actually a very ugly block as well, but not as ugly as the gravel. The gravel is very ugly. But look at the cobblestone. It just looks really, really different than the cobblestone that we know and love today. Because it was, like today, it's a lot brighter, and plus the contrast is pretty high up. But looking at this, it looks really different. And also, fun fact about cobblestone is that's actually the inverted version of Endstone. Actually, Endstone is the inverted version of it. So if you go into like Photoshop or whatever photo editing software you use, you pretty much invert this, and it will look exactly like Endstone in the other way around. Which I thought was actually fairly interesting, because I actually did not know that until a few months back. But moving on, we have ourselves mossstone, which is the same story as the cobblestone, except for the inversion part. But looking at the cobblestone here, the mossy cobblestone, it looks really different as well. And I actually do like this. It actually looks really, really good, unlike the cobblestone texture over there. But actually, I just noticed, if I go back up, it kind of looks like the texture that we know and love right now. But we're going to go and move on to the bricks. Now, the bricks is actually really, really good looking, because these are the original bricks. They were a lot brighter in red, and plus, they didn't really look like the bricks that we know today. And I don't think nobody ever uses bricks in Minecraft, now do they? Now, for me, I don't use bricks, but I do know that some people do end up using the bricks for maybe like old decorations, maybe for like old time's sake, or maybe they're building like a chimney. Then the brick is going to be very useful for that. But I really did like this texture, and I kind of wish that they would kept it a little bit longer. Now the next feature is not a change, but it is regarding the creeper. Now, could you imagine using this texture pack and finding a creeper? Because look at the creeper. Yeah, it kind of blends in a little way too much. So if I fly all the way over here and I turn around, you can barely tell that there's a creeper there, now can you? So if I continue walking forward, we still can't see the creeper. We still can't see the creeper. I think the creeper fell in the hole. The creeper's gone. The creeper's gone. But, okay, there's the creeper. So I couldn't even see him. So, literally, it's really hard to actually spot the creeper within this pack. So, if you are using this pack, be aware that finding creepers can be a lot harder because I'm all the way over here. And I can't even see the creeper from here. I cannot see him whatsoever. Of course, he keeps on running away. But, oh, there he is. See what I mean? You see what I mean? It's so hard to actually notice them. But we're going to move on to the final few texture changes, which we have ourselves, as I mentioned, the rose, stuff like that. So, here's the rose. Everybody knows the rose, which the rose, it is sadly missed, according to everybody. Everybody misses the rose. Now, the rose was a very old flower inside Minecraft, which was added into actually, I think it was added in before 1.7, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's a very old antique inside of Minecraft, besides the dandelion, which the dandelion has never changed texture. So why is it that they removed the rose? I think it would be really cool if you can actually shear a rose bush, and then you get the rose. Wouldn't that actually be a really cool idea? And then, but moving on, we have sold the original sapling, and we're not going to talk about that all that much. But I do want to point out that the sapling is actually one of the oldest flowers, or not flowers, one of the oldest plants inside of Minecraft. Because it was all the way around when Notch first started building the game, which was when it was still known as Cave Game, where it was just a flat land of stone, just a bunch of Steves running around, and then the sapling was right there within the mist. But we're going to move on to one of my favorite textures, which is actually the monster spawner. So here's the monster spawner. Yeah, it was light blue. I really did like this. Now, the one we have today, it's more of a really dark blue, but this was a lighter blue. And to me, I wish that there was like different variations of the spawners inside Minecraft. Now, could you imagine fighting a dungeon with one of these? I think it would be really cool. But let's go ahead and reenact something real quick. So if I go and build this around, imagine that that's a spawner. Then imagine that this is like the dungeon. Imagine finding one of these things. I think it would have been really cool to actually find one of these things with using this texture. And back then, you could actually find them, but they were a lot rarer than they are today. And finally, guys, what we're going to do is we're just going to go fly around the world and see what everything looks like with this texture pack. And plus, most importantly, if I go ahead and go over to the savanna biome, all the grass textures is exactly the same. So that means that there's no gradients, there's no changes in grass color. Everything that's grass related or anything leaf related is going to be the same color. So imagine just playing Minecraft with this, then as you fly around, every single biome that you run into, it actually will look pretty much the same. Except for, that is pretty much it about what this texture pack has to offer us. So it's called the Nostalgia Craft, and there will be a link down below in the description so you guys can download this. But I wanted to show you guys this because it's always great to go back in time and just look at what Minecraft used to look like back in the day. And pretty much, I never started playing Minecraft until 2000 actually the ending of 2013. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos by me. But for now, I hope that you have a logical day, and I catch you next time. And it's raining. Bye.